Okay, this is really starting to annoy me. Sorry about that. Apparently, my device has decided that even though I've got many, many gigabytes of space, that the data's full. So, yeah. So, this arm does peg right back on. And if you're not really tugging on it, it does hold fairly well. It's when you start trying to move it up and down, back and forth, that it rocks on that peg. And it will just eventually just slide right off. So, let's move on, shall we? Okay, come on. You want to stand. Stand for what's right. There we go. So starting off, she comes with her backpack. Done in a similar color to what the original was. Also, the style was quite similar, but I know this because I had a old Zarana, but I never had the backpack. So, of course, recently I've been looking for the accessories that I was never able to find as a kid. Got a big old hole in the top, and we'll get to that in a minute. Comes with a rifle. Now, this rifle is different than the original, than her vintage one, but it does have the same buzzsaw at the front of it. So it's a new look, but it carries the same original aesthetic of the original. We have a magazine. And as with most of these, the magazine just slides right up into the magazine well. Sculpt-wise, I mean, this looks like modified M4, M16. A lot of extra stuff up front here. It's like they took a 203 adapter off of it and just slapped this saw attachment on. I mean, the selector switch, the forward assist, ejection port with cover, mag drop button. Actually, that's in the wrong spot for the mag drop button, but you get the gist. Adjustable stock, but this one is fixed. It's a nice looking piece. Okay, she comes with a heat blade, a red hot knife that I imagine could probably do a lot of damage. The paint on it, the item is done in this one base color, and then they've got a faded paint giving it this red hot look. You see here in the middle, they've got the greebling there for the heating element. Handle on it. And then this thing is supposed to, I guess, just sort of plug into the backpack. I don't know which way. It's okay. It seems like this is the... Yeah, that's the only way it actually fit in there. But it does hold it. She's got a stiletto knife. Cast in black with this reflective silver paint on it, on the blade. Nicely detailed grip, pommel. And then she's got her 80s hair. Now, trying to get the hair on her head that came off in the package was a pain in the ass. But, you know what, when we do the figure review, we'll switch out the hair. So, Zarana. She's got that 80s glam rock look. The snarl, the heavy makeup, everything paint-wise up there seems to be okay. Earrings. She's got a more modern style hair that comes on her. A crop top leather jacket, sleeveless. Great painting for the zippers, the studs. Got brown paint for the strap and silver for the buckles on it. A pair of these pink metal pauldrons. Elbow length black gloves with elbow pads. Coming over some fingerless gloves Very punk rockerish. Girl is fit. Girl got some abs. Host is getting pervy, so I'm just going to move on. Coming down to the jeans. The jeans are very form-fitting. Chain hanging from the belt. Belt is done all in a base cut. I would have loved like some sort of rocker-style belt buckle. Looks like she's got pink tights on under here. I think maybe the fishnets are either black or pink would have looked better, but I get the look they were going for. She has a knife sheath on her right thigh. Strap is movable. These look like riding pants with the padded thighs. She's got some really kick-ass black cowboy boots over top of what looks like cricket pads. And a pair of spurs. You know what? Yes, please. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, as far as the hair goes, like Lady J, you pop that off. You gotta take this other one. You pray to heaven and earth and all in between. Oh, that went on easier than the other one did. And this does mimic the older look. The more 80s style appearance. And what was the name of that 80s wrestler? Luna Vachon. That's the feeling I'm getting looking at this. She's got a much more contemporary look here, but this retro hair is just really throwing me off. I think if they'd have done a more traditional top on her, I'd have been fine with it, but for my purposes, we're going to stick with the more modern hair. I like the multi-paint look of it. If only I could get the sideburns down there. There we go. Takes a little bit of work, a little bit of twisting and shouting, but you get the hair to set on the ears, with the sideburns down. Okay, not necessarily sideburns, but you know what I mean. So let's go over some articulation. She has a double dumbbell. Because of the hair, she will look up a ways, but it does push it back down, or it displaces the hair. Looking down, did I say down? That was up. Looking down, she buries that chin and gets some good down. She's got breakneck tilt and rotation. I don't know what that smudging up there on the neck is, but arms. See how this works. With these shoulder pauldrons glued on here. I'm having a really hard time getting any kind of up with it. They're glued at the top, so they don't come over anything. They just kind of push up against the plastic of the shoulder. So really, there's no up without just bending the shit out of that armor piece. Like I said, if you're trying to move the arm too much, it will pop off. The arm will rotate all the way around. Bicep cut for rotation. Double jointed pinless elbow gives you some good range. Hands rotate. Vertical hinder on the right hand. Horizontal on the left. I'm sorry, I touched it. I didn't mean to. She's got a torso cut right up there underneath the jacket. And then a waist joint just above the belt. So crouching forward, she does get a little bit, but not much. Going back, she gets a whole lot more. Goodness, look at those abs. No real body tilt, but rotation is definite. Hinge out that way, drop down hip, out, and out. Kicks forward that far. Hit back in place. Thigh cut for rotation. But man, this is a similar problem I had with, I believe it was Lady J. When the drop down hips are up, because of the way they're cut, you've got a great big gap here for the articulation. Now looking straight on, you don't really notice them, but yeah, from the side, definitely noticeable. Double jointed pinless knee allows her to almost stick a spur up her ass. I don't know if she's into that, but if she is, call me. Got a boot cut for rotation. Foot hinges back that far. Forward that far. Front facing pin for rocker. So, let's get her geared up. Get the backpack on there. It's in good and firm. It's not going anywhere. The stiletto, we're just going to slide into the sheath over here. And that looks pretty good. Now comes the fun part. Will it be easier to try to attach it as is? Or will it be easier to take the arm off, attach it, and then reconnect the arm? Decisions. Either way, I foresee this frustrating the crap out of me. I'm just going to rest her hand right there on that forward point. And then it's just a matter of getting the feet at the right angle. And there we have her. So let's get her up on the shelf, shall we? And there we have her. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.